Okay, assalamu alaikum once more, guys. This is your brother Abdi Muhammad Noor, who's going to check for you math of Form 4, still statistics. Remember, we're going to learn a variety of concepts of this chapter because it's very much examinable. Our class of discussion today will be measures of dispersions. Then, this is where students get confused, but it is very easy, by the way. Before we proceed to standard deviations and OGIF, or OGIF, the way you pronounce it, doesn't matter. This is what you are supposed to learn before you proceed to the and what you normally call the standard deviation, the variance, and whatsoever. So the measures of dispersion here is actually we'll be talking about what you normally call the range, what you normally call the lower quartile, the upper quartile, the median, the interquartile range, semi-interquartile range. Those are the things we're going to talk about. To start with, I'll give you the definitions of this thing. We will start with what we normally call range. So range is the difference between the largest and the smallest data. The largest and the smallest data in the distribution. Data in the distribution. It is very easy. Remember, sometimes the data will not be arranged. Arrange it in ascending order. Then subtract the smallest value of the data from the largest value to get the range. So the range is the difference between the largest and the smallest data in the distribution. Then the second one is what you're going to see is what you normally call lower quartile. Lower quartile. What is this lower quartile they are talking about? Lower quartile is 25 way through the 25% or a quarter way through the data. So you can say is the 25% way through the data. Through the data. What does it mean? Through the data. It means it's a quarter of the data. A quarter. 25% is 25 out of 100 in fraction form. It will be a quarter. Then we have what you normally call the upper quartile also. The upper quartile. The upper quartile is the 75%. Is the 75% in bracket, in fraction form, to quarter way through the data. Through the data. So for your information, the lower quartile we call it Q1, and the upper quartile here, let me write here, the lower quartile we call it what? We call it, or we denote it what? Q1. Then the upper quartile will be Q3. Don't forget that. Then we have the interquartile range. We have what you normally call the interquartile range. What's that? Interquartile range is the difference. Between the upper quartile, which is Q3, and the lower quartile, which is Q1. The lower quartile. Please understand this thing. So we can say this one, we can express this one by saying what? Interquartile range will be Q3 minus Q1. Just understand this. Q3 minus Q1. Please understand this thing. Q3 minus Q1 is the interquartile range. The range between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. Don't forget that. Then after that, we have what you normally call semi-interquartile range. Right here, we have semi-interquartile range. We also call it what? Quartile deviation. The other name we call it what? Quartile deviation. The other name of semi-interquartile range is quartile deviation. So in the examination, if you are told to find the quartile deviation or semi-interquartile range, it's one and the same. Guys, get this concept of mathematics, it's very easy. Then this can be gotten as a half of Q3 minus Q1. A half of interquartile range is what we normally call semi-interquartile range. That is half of Q3 minus Q1. For your information, let's see example involving calculations. Yeah, let's see one example so you understand better. I hope you're with me. Remember, range is the difference between the largest and the smallest data in the distribution. Lower quartile, which is denoted as Q1, is the 25% way, or a quarter. 25% written in fraction form, it to be 25 out of 100 for your information. Right from primary, don't forget that. That's a quarter through the data. Then we have the upper quartile, which is denoted as Q3, is the 75% or 3/4 in fraction form way through the data. Then we have interquartile range, means the range in between the two quartiles. That is the upper quartile and the low quartile. So it's the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. That is Q3 minus Q1. Then we have semi-interquartile range, which is also known as quartile deviation. Is gotten as half of interquartile range, half into Q3 minus Q1. So now let's see the first example for your information. Let's see the first example. Having that in brain, let's see example 1. You're told, find the range. Find the range, comma, the lower quartile. The lower quartile, comma, upper quartile. Upper quartile. Upper quartile, comma, interquartile range. Interquartile range. Then, and you're told and the semi-interquartile range. Semi-interquartile range of the following set of scores. Of the following sets of scores. So this is what you're having. Let's see the scores here. We have 32, comma, 30, comma, we have 28, comma, we have 35, comma, 33, comma, that's 7, comma, another 33, comma, then we have 34, comma, then last 32. So what you're going to do is coming to the solution part, guys. Let's come here. Let's come to the solution part. I hope you have this one already in your access book. Then let us now come to the solution part. Let me solve everything here. Look here, guys. You need to get space so that you understand this thing better. Okay? Coming to the solution, you will arrange this data in ascending order. The lowest value here is what? Please confirm. The lowest value is 28. Comma. Do you have another one? No. 28 followed by 30. We have 30. Do you have that too? Yes, we have that too. But we don't have that one. Don't forget that. 32. We have 33. Another 33. Just understand this thing. Okay. We have 32. Oh, sorry, we have two 32s. We have another 32 here. Then 33. Then another 33. Then followed by 34. Then followed by 35. Then we don't have that 6. Then followed by 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's okay now. So now you are told to find the range. We say the range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. So what are we going to say? That is 7 minus 28. So this will give us 9. Okay? That is what we normally call a range for your information. Or let me check here the calculation, because I want to use this space for another thing, for another information here. So let me write here solution. Let me write here. So we are going to say range is equal to highest value minus lowest value, which is equal to that 7 minus 28. It will give us what? 9. Then the second question is what? The lower quartile. Before we go to the lower quartile, this is what we're going to do. Let's get the median first. The median here will be, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this number will be our median for your information, of which I have not talked about. So median, we call it Q2, because we said Q1 is lower quartile and Q3 is what? Upper quartile. So the median will be, in the examination you can be asked, the median will be Q2. So the lower quartile will be half of these ones, half of these 4, this side. So that is their even number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is cut here, these two numbers here, just understand. So this is Q1. So this will be our Q1. Then Q3 will be, go to this side, halfway of this data. So that will be this one. This will be also Q3. So you are told the lower quartile. The lower quartile is add these two divided by 2. Now we are going to say lower quartile. Lower quartile will be 30 plus 32 divided by 2, which will give us 62 divided by 2, which is 31. Then the upper quartile also, the upper quartile will be, upper quartile will be 34 plus 35 divided by 2. This will give us 69 divided by 2, which is 34.5. Final answer. Then interquartile range. Let me get the interquartile range. Interquartile range. We said interquartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1. Don't forget that. So this will give us 34.5 minus 31, which is 3.5 as the final answer. Remember, this is 3.5. So then we are also told to find what? Semi-interquartile range. So semi-interquartile range, semi-interquartile range is gotten as a half into Q3 minus Q1, which is equal to a half times this one, 3.5. So that will give us what? We must have a calculator. 3.5 divided by 2, it will give us 1.75. 1.75. My brothers and sisters, you can see this is very easy. Who said mathematics for Form 4 is very hard? It is not hard. Learn the concept of Form 1 and Form 2. I like mathematics of Form 2 because it will challenge you. But I'm sure, with the will of God, I'm sure you will also enjoy the moment you see videos of mathematics of Form 2, the likes of statistics, vector, linear motion. You see now, linear inequality, quadratic, transformation, the likes of what? Revolution and rotation, enlightenment. You see now, gradient, indices, logarithm. Look at that. Very, very much enjoyable. Surface area, volume. You see, angles, vector. Those things are very enjoyable. I am sure the moment you come across those concepts in my videos, I'm sure you'll enjoy a lot. Don't worry. We'll be tackling questions of KCSE here. So this is how you're going to get these measures of dispersions. The likes of range, lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range, and semi-interquartile range, as well as the median. The median now, in case in the event where you ask median, make sure the median is halfway the data. Don't forget. Okay. Now let me give you example. One more example, then enjoy it. Come on. Let's go. Let's see example 2, guys. Let's see example 2. I hope you have enjoyed throughout this calculation. Let us go and see example 2. Then we got example 1 plus the concept given here. Ahead of that. Okay. I hope you are enjoying. Make sure you have your exercise book, your calculator, and your pen as well. Make sure you also have 2 pens because one may stop function. Then use the other one because mathematicians will always carry 3 to 4 pens to enjoy life during calculation. Okay, let's write example 2 so that you don't fail from exam. Example 2. You're told find the range. Find the range. Find the range, comma, median, and the semi-interquartile range. The semi-interquartile range of the data given. This is the data. We have 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17. Yeah, Allah. What are we going to do then? We are going to arrange the data. But it has already been arranged for you. So coming to the solution part, you're going to say we have 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. So what are we going to do? You're told to get the median. So what are we going to say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. These are even data. Is it now? So what you're going to do is, remember in primary we said you cancel from both sides. If you get 2 numbers, add them and divide by 2. Just the same. So here, you are not left with 1 because the moment you take this 3 and this 3, the median will fall in between these 2. So that's what you normally call Q2. Now, our Q2 now, median, which denoted as what? Q2. This is what? Q2. Sorry, this is median. We have Q2 add 12 plus 13 divided by 2. So that will give us 25 divided by 2, which is 12.5. It's very easy. Then for us to get, listen very carefully, for us to get the semi-interquartile range, we must have quartile range. So we must have what? Lower quartile. Lower quartile. Lower quartile is actually is this one. This will be our Q1. Why? Because if these two now have been used for the calculation of median, then this 3 is where we are going to get the upper quartile from this 3, and this 3 here is where we are going to get our lower quartile. But when you come to this 3, the middle one is this one. So this is Q1, and this will be Q3. So lower quartile given us Q1 is equal to what? 9. Then let me also get the upper quartile. Upper quartile, which is Q3. Upper quartile will be 15. So let me get interquartile range. Interquartile range. That's what? Q3 minus Q1. That is 15 minus 9, which is 4. Then my target is to get what? Semi-interquartile range, which is also called quartile deviation. Semi-interquartile range is equal to a half into Q3 minus Q1. So which is equal to a half into 4, because q1 minus q3 is already 4. So I apologize, this is 6, yeah, this is 6. Sorry for carrying the right calculation there. 15 minus 9 is 6. Take care, guys. This is 6, so this will give us what? 3. The final answer will be 3. Then you are told decimeter, quite a range of the letter. So this is how you're going to get final answer. I think you're getting this thing. It is very easy, my brothers and sisters. Can't you see how the notes are given to you in a chronological manner? Make sure you subscribe and never be selfish. Make sure you also inform your brothers and sisters who are there at home level now, currently stranded by this pandemic disease called corona. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel and share with your brothers and sisters as well as your friends. Otherwise, wish you the best day.